Okay, we're now back at my stock portfolio. First time reviewing it since I made my first video about 2 months ago. To be precise, I had my stocks for about 4 months, and I have good news to share as well because after 4 months of holding on to my stocks, for the first time I'm at a plus. Before I was at a negative, but now I'm at a plus. So if you take a look right here, my total gain is almost $500. So that's very good news for me. And I checked. The actual gain from my initial investment is 5.6%. So I gained 5.6% of my money since I deposited and started investing in my stocks. So I want to just go over briefly what's been happening with my stocks and what I've done, and then we'll go back and revisit my stocks in the future. But there's just a few key things I want to point out, and one is ASML right here. This is ASML. I bought the stock like all those others that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bought them. Actually, I'll go into Rocket Lab in a bit. But I bought ASML, First Cash, Google, Alphabet, and Zoom. Those are the four I started with. But I'm going to be honest. I realized after purchasing these stocks, ASML was a stock that I purchased kind of like in a mistake. If you look here, the total gains or loss, I'm still at a minus with them. I was at a minus with them before, and I think it's actually worse now. So I'm almost 40% loss with ASML. And, if you know a lot about stocks, timing is everything, I think. And I kind of just missed that. So I've been researching. ASML is still a good company, but it's just something I need to just keep an eye on, okay? And I've been following the news about ASML and what their future is like. But I think it's a great stock, and I still need some time for this to go up. But again, my whole timing was bad. If it wasn't for ASML, I guarantee you my total gain or loss right here, it would be way over 500. I'm not saying maybe like $1,000 or anything, but maybe 650 or 700. I'm absolutely confident. The ASML is what really, really struck me bad. The other thing I want to point out is Google. Google's still at a down. I was a down then too. I still at a minus then. But with Google, I think it's also the timing with their lawsuit. They got in trouble with the federal government. Maybe that's why it's not doing as well. But again, with this company, I don't think there's any worry or any need to panic about. We all know Google. If I just hold on to it long enough, I'm sure that they will rise too. And with Google, my timing of purchasing this stock wasn't so bad at all. So I don't really regret buying Google. I don't regret buying SML either, but the timing was really bad. But Google's timing, I looked it up and saw what I did, and I think I did a pretty good job with Google. I bought it at the right time. So I'm starting to get to know how to manage these stocks and when to buy and what to buy. So if all of you follow along, maybe some of you can learn from my portfolio as well. I'm going to go into now, I'll go back into Rocket Lab, but let me go into Zoom, okay, right here. Look at Zoom. This is the best one right so far. If you remember when I spoke to you guys the first time we looked at my stocks, I predicted Zoom will go up really high. I said that. The market showed that Zoom has this great potential to really skyrocket. And it's only been 4 months, I remind you. So look here, 51.94% in 4 months. Okay, this is like the exact opposite of ASML. ASML have been down about 40, but Zoom, and I put in 45 shares. And with the promising outlook that they have, I am sure that this number can jump again, okay? So I'm just going to keep holding on to this, and hopefully Zoom will be a really, really good stock for me, and then it will really show some much greater promise as we move forward in the future. Okay, so the major points I think I kind of laid out that I wanted to do for today. I want to add one thing is called Rocket Lab. I did not have Rocket Lab before when I started my stocks. I purchased this later, very recently. And what's interesting about Rocket Lab, and I'll give a bullet point about this company as well, like I did in my prior video. But this one, I didn't really research stocks to buy this. What's really cool about stocks too is if you talk with people who invest in stocks, you get ideas and you get advices and you get suggestions. So one of my clients, this person's a very high figure in a very worthy company as well. So when he told me about Rocket Lab, I was really interested in it, looked it up, and look, their asking price right now is still very low. See, look at this, 19.58, right? That's the asking bid right now. But look at all these other stocks right here, ASML, First Cash, Google, Zoom. They all shot up. So right now, I feel like someone with me without that much money, I thought this would be a great time to buy. And Rocket Lab, again, I'll give out the bullet points. They do seem like a company that can grow really, really well. And already, look at this. Okay, their growth is even better than ASML, 62.06%. All right, and I only have 20 shares, but also their bid price is really low, so the actual number is not as high as Zoom. But again, if my prediction is right, and if my client who told me to buy Rocket Lab or suggested I buy Rocket Lab is right, I'm confident this number can go really, really high. Okay, this too will be another like rocket number that we could expect. So again, I'm very excited to announce that my stocks have gone up, and as we move forward, I'll open up my portfolio again and see what other stocks I bought or any stocks that I've sold, all that good stuff, and we'll go and review it time to time. And as a reminder, my goal for this portfolio, the specific portfolio, is to get to the account value of $20,000. All right, that's my ultimate goal. And right now, I'm ahead of the game. I have a 500 up by now in just 4 months. Hopefully, we'll just keep going, and we'll see. Let's see how this goes, and I'll revisit my portfolio very soon in the coming months ahead. Okay, that's it for today, and I hope today was a very educational video. Okay, till then, take care.